What's up, everyone? Oh, I just hit my mic. I wanted to just make a quick vlog and just sit down and just talk to you guys for a little bit because I kind of like these videos a little bit because these videos are, you sit down, you can be serious and not have to joke around. But anyway, I wanted to go through a few things. I keep hitting stuff. I just hit my light. But I wanted to go through a few things because there's a few things I want to touch. So for starters, I did a lot of Roblox videos in the last few months. And obviously in this last week or so, I haven't done a whole lot of Roblox videos. And the reason for that is I feel like the Roblox videos that I was doing felt very repetitive. And it felt like I was doing the exact same thing over and over, just a different kind of way to do it. And so Roblox isn't going anywhere. I'm still going to do Roblox, but nowhere near as much as I was doing. It's going to be more like if I genuinely, if I actually believe I'm going to enjoy it, I'm going to do it. Hence is why I have done Roblox Uno sessions. The friends I've done it with have told me they've really enjoyed them, and I have really enjoyed doing them. And speaking of Uno, I have one more video of the last session we did that is coming out. That was actually before I updated this setup, which if you guys haven't noticed, my setup has changed. I have a brand new webcam that's a 4K webcam, so I look very, very nice. I mean, I'm looking at myself I look very good compared to the other webcam. And I've also got a brand new PC. So that has unlocked a lot more opportunities for me to do games that I wouldn't initially do or that I couldn't do with the other PC. So yes, so Roblox is going to be kind of more like when I enjoy it, I'm going to do it. So there'll be I'm definitely going to keep doing Uno sessions. I'm going to be making them, continuing to host them as much as possible and probably make them more interesting as time goes on. Here's an example of a Roblox video I did by myself that I enjoyed. When I did the Star Wars, where I played different Star Wars games, that kind of style I liked because I played different games, and it was Star Wars, which I am a Star Wars fan, and I got to play, multiple different games in Roblox instead of just playing the one game. So more ideas like that. There'll be also other ideas that just, like I said, just more games that I just know, okay, I did a similar game to this, but I enjoyed it more. But I'm probably not going to do very many of those games that are just a click and just and yeah, because I feel like I'm really like a robot when I do that. Yes, those videos were very easy views to do, but I'm not doing the videos for the views. Yes, views play a role in the videos, but I don't want to go and post 1,000 Roblox videos that I didn't enjoy that much just for the views. I would rather create 1,000 videos that I actually enjoy and get less the views. It would be more fun for me to do YouTube that way. Yeah, so I'm going to be kind of focusing on more ideas that I'm interested in. And again, like what you guys saw last week with all those other different games, that is kind of somewhat of the ideas that I'm going to be looking at. There are going to be probably more crazier games I'll probably look at, but we'll see. I like Car Dealership Similar. That was, I believe it's the same developers that came out with the Gas Station Similar game years ago. Sorry if you heard that notification. My fucking computer telling me, oh, I got the virus. No, it's telling me something like whatever. Windows 11, right? Windows 11 is amazing. But yeah, they're the same developer, I believe, that came out with that Gas Station Similar game. That was actually a game I played. I played it before recording is a thing to make sure I actually enjoyed the game, and that I'm like, oh, could I see myself playing, a somewhat good series out of this? And I think it's a fun enough game that I'm gonna at least make a somewhat small series out of it. So yeah. And then also when I upload videos, views do, like I said, play a role, and that kind of decides on how I record my next videos, or if I continue to do another video on that game. Because if I make a video that, let's say I make a video that gets 50 views, and then I get a video that gets 200 views. Well, obviously I'm going to record more videos on the video that of the game that I played that got 200 views than the one on 50 views. Doesn't mean the one on 50 views I'm not going to make any more videos on. It's just, it's not a high priority. So that's just how I kind of just have everything ranked when I record stuff. So sometimes if you guys, tell me, hey, you should look into this game, or you should look at playing this game, I'm not saying I'm not playing it. It's just chances are it's way down the bottom of my list of what I'm doing because I have other things that are at a higher priority, or that I want to double down on a lot sooner than others. Like I have a video that I'm going to be doing finally that I wanted to do for a while, but I had all these other ideas that I was like, you know what, I want to get those out to you guys first, and I also believe that these videos are going to do more better, and it'll be better to post these ones before I do this other one. I also have a goal for the main channel. I'm going to be trying to, because as of right now, I used to have an editor, and I appreciate and thank my editor for everything he did. But obviously, with some personal things and stuff like that, with what I'm going through, I wasn't able to keep the editor on my channel. I hate doing that. I hate having to essentially fire people or lay people off. But it was a decision that him and I kind of had to make together, because it was like, I don't know what I could do with the channel if I keep you on, kind of thing. Like, we're going to have to stick with only videos that are going to guarantee to get XYZ in views. Otherwise, this channel's not going to stay afloat if I keep you, kind of thing. So it was a very tough decision. I was sad when I had to make the decision, and I know he understands. He's out there still doing an amazing job. But right now I'm doing everything. And so my goal is to hopefully try to post almost every single day if possible. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to be uploading 7 days a week. But there are going to be times where I'm going to probably upload 6, maybe even 7 videos a week. It all really depends on how often I can get stuff done, and with how my schedule is, if I can get multiple days ahead, then you guys might be able to see a video 7 days a week. But basically, I don't want to go and just overwhelm myself and get burnt out, because the last thing I need is get burnt out. So a little history lesson for you guys. If you guys aren't real big on my channel, you guys maybe haven't been around for years, I used to have I do still have it, my second channel, which used to be called LTP. I have a shirt, our merch from when we had the channel. And that channel was when I had a friend. Him and I, we would record and we would upload on that channel quite a lot. I think we were doing anywhere from 3 to 4 videos a week. And what ended up happening is him and I got burnt out so bad that mentally and physically we were so exhausted. It's like we started to fight as friends. It was so bad. And so then we had to make the decision, okay, this is clearly not great for our mental health. This is not, it's going to ruin our friendship. So we had to make the sacrifice of being like, all right, I wish this would work, but it just wasn't working how we wanted. So we had to basically split apart and no longer have that channel together. Him and I still talk. We don't record very much because both him and I are very busy, and I understand that. And that's kind of the reason why that channel didn't really work very well, is because, I was forced, I was basically kind of almost forcing us to record a certain amount of time every week, because it's like, oh, we have to record. We have to. And even though we had important stuff going on, it's like, no, we have to record. And it was just really bad. So anyway, I don't want that to be like me on this main channel. So if there's days where I don't upload, understand that it's just that I'm just simply taking a break, because I don't want to, get burnt out. Because the last thing I need is get burnt out, and then I want to quit YouTube, and then I don't want to continue. And I have posted almost 800 videos on YouTube between my two channels. I don't want to stop anytime soon. I want to continue doing this as long as I want and as long as I enjoy it. and doing this where I can post as much as I can, but also making sure I have a day where I just sit back and maybe just play video games off camera and just recharge, allows me to be able to make sure that I can do this longer and longer. So I hope you guys will understand that. And obviously, hey, be excited whenever I upload, even if it's, it's been 2 days. I will probably say that it's not guaranteed, but I will say more than likely, there's probably not going to be more than a 2-day gap where there won't be an upload. Now, if there's anything longer than that, I will probably post some kind of community post, or maybe, some other kind of video. Even sometimes I might even pop in and make these kind of vlogs, because sometimes I like making these vlogs, just sitting down and, just talking to you guys. Okay, I talked a little bit about it, the history of the second channel. So, also earlier in the video when I had mentioned about my setup changing, right? A new face cam, a new PC. This has allowed me to now have a use for the second channel. Because right now, my second channel, which by the way is called The Last Flint, go check it out in the description. But always subscribe if you guys enjoyed, because it's going to be, it's definitely more different content than what I do on this channel. It's more relaxed, less edited, because it's just me basically just playing. Basically, I'm going to be playing story type games. So games that have a story in it, I'm basically going to play them. And so for the most part, it's not going to be edited. It's just going to be, I'm going to hit record, play the game, there'll be cutscenes and so on, and then the video is going to end kind of thing. Not really like edited, kind of like this main channel. So if that's not something that interests you, don't subscribe. Don't waste your time, because I don't want, 10,000 people to subscribe and then only 5 people watch the channel. You get the point. But this has allowed me to now have a use for the second channel, and like I said, play those story type games, because those games I've always enjoyed playing them. But the issue with a lot of those games is, unless you go with more older games, a lot of them needs an X amount of memory. And now with the PC I have, which is, by the way, an absolute beast and can probably tear through just about any game in the Play Store, it allows me to play basically any game. So, like I said, if you guys are interested in that kind of content, check the second channel down in the description. You'll see it. It'll say @TheLastFlint. And consider hitting subscribe. And if you guys are new to my channel, you guys happen to find this vlog, hello, welcome. Go check out my channel. I have a lot of content on my channel. You might enjoy it, and whatever. But yeah, I think that's it. I don't think I have anything else I want to mention in this vlog. Yeah.